Hello everyone. So Ukraine has shared another collection of FP1 attack drone strikes in Crimea, with some very interesting targets hitting this one. These drones are often used against Russian air defense systems, and that's mostly the case here too. Seen in this little video clip being targeted are a number of Russian radars, an Orion UAV drone at an airfield, and a Ural truck which is being loaded from a supply train. Possibly the most interesting in this video is the targeting of the Su-24 bomber of Russia's. This is the second Russian aircraft destroyed this week by FP-1 drones, following the strike on the MiG-29, which I covered in yesterday's video. As is always the case with these videos from the FP-1, there isn't a spotter drone around to record the impact, so we can't actually confirm if destroyed or if damaged. But as we've seen in the past, FP-1 drones do pack quite the punch, as we have confirmation of them destroying Russian SAM systems and helicopters in the past. So let's have a look at some screenshots and see what exactly was targeted here by Ukraine. We'll start with this one. So, this is an unspecified antenna in a radio transparent dome, likely a type of radar or possibly a communications station here. I'm not sure what level of protection these little domes provide, so I don't know if the antenna would be destroyed or just the dome. However, another drone flying overhead does catch glimpse of a fire burning at this dome, so it does look promising that the antenna was destroyed here. In this screenshot, a Kasta 2E2 radar destroyed, being hit on the radar dish itself. The Kasta system shown here is a target acquisition radar, featuring a radar mast on a truck and a truck-based command post. These have a detection range of around 55 kilometers. Here, an aviation navigation radar being hit. This isn't a military target, these are sort of air traffic control style radars for tracking aircraft movements in the air around air bases and airfields. But I assume it can also detect potential military threats as well. If not, it is going to disrupt Russian air activity in the area. Here, a pretty cool target, a strike on an Orion drone. These aren't suicide attack drones like the Shahed, but are quite expensive systems. They're comparable to the Bayraktar used by Ukraine, but have a slightly heavier payload. These are able to carry the small S-8000 cruise missile. As well as attacking targets, these are also used as large recon drones. They cost around $5 million a pop, so they aren't cheap, and they're definitely a much better target than, say, a bog standard Shahed drone being hit here. These are quite nifty. We also see it a screenshot showing it in pieces after the strike, so this drone was destroyed. And here, a Podlet K1 radar, which took a direct hit to the side. The crew were seen scampering away as the drone dives in here, so it seems like this is in the process of being set up to be made operational. This type of radar system is intended to provide support for and supplement S300 and S400 batteries, so a major target. On this screenshot, a second Podlet radar was hit, this time on the radar itself. This screenshot shows a Ural truck being hit at a goods yard whilst unloading a train. This was a Ural, next to it you can see a couple of Kamaz trucks, so some military targets here. This was really crying out for an ATACMS strike to hit this, as the whole lot could have been taken out. Finally, the main target here was Su-24 that was hit by a drone. It looks like the FP-1 hit it on its side. Here's a photo of the Su-24, which is a Russian bomber aircraft. We don't see too many of these active in the war, at least on Russia's behalf. Ukraine uses them to launch Storm Shadow. Russia tends to use Su-30s and Su-34s for the glide bomb attacks. But Russia has a lot in service, 260, with the Air Force, and around 40 in service with the Navy. 14 have been destroyed so far, most of them on the ground, but some of them have been shot down, usually over the Black Sea, which is where we see these operating during the war. So, an interesting set of targets here, a bunch of very valuable and very important radar systems, and also the Orion drone and the Su-24 bomber. Ukraine has been using FP-1 drones to great effect lately. A report said that these now account for over 60% of Ukraine's long-range strike attacks. So, Ukraine definitely sees this as a very effective system, and judging by the videos we've seen, they are very good. They look to be very difficult to detect. They seem to have a lot of success in hitting the targets, and we haven't really seen much of Russia actually intercepting these FP-1 drones. So, these are a very good option for Ukraine to hit targets in Russia and Crimea. Crimea is where we mostly see these operating. We also see strikes with these in Donbass and other regions as well. So that's it for this video. Not much else to discuss here, but I definitely thought it was worth taking a look, and I hope you found the video interesting. If so, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching and take care, everybody.